Hello, ladies. So we have some super excitement with the Vizzlie world. If you haven't already seen the module where it talks about hostess coaching in our Work Smarter, Not Harder class, it is under module 2, hostess coaching. When you go here, there is a video and it will show you the mega hosting template that I have here as well. So start here. Again, this is in module 2, hostess coaching, right there. I also mention it in module 7, coaching your hostesses. I didn't put a video. I just kind of refer you back to module 2. So you will see it in there twice with the current March code. I will be updating this as needed, but I will also update it in this module as well as in our pinned post in Roots. So what's cool about it, and what I talk about in the video, is now you can have a conversation with your hosts. And again, it's in this one. It talks about how you can have a conversation with your hosts via text message, and you get your own business phone number with Vizzlie. So before I start talking about the phone and text features, I do want to show you how to import that template. You would just go under Planning, Templates, Texting, and you would import that template that is shared in the Work Smarter, Not Harder lesson. And it is right here. And I will import it, search it. It says you already own this template, but if you have not imported that already, it's just going to show you that the title is called Host Coaching. Again, this is for a mega party. So what you can do once you import that template, I just clicked on Host Coaching, is you can personalize this as you see fit. It's really nice. You can use it for every one of your hostesses and it's not going to change. You just import it into your texting, and I'm going to show you briefly how, but I talk about it more in the video in Work Smarter. But for example, you can reuse your hostess coaching template every single time you have a party and just edit each one to make it sound like you. So here we go, hostess. Whoever the hostess is, it will import their name. You're going to have a party and it's going to rock. Just so you know what to expect, I'll be setting you up. So you are going to want to go through this and just make sure that it sounds like you and it's actually relevant to your party. But this is how I set up my mega parties. This is how I set up my mega party hostess coaching. And if you're using my mega party template for your parties and you're using my mega party hostess coaching template, they do go hand in hand together. So that will show you how to do that in the Work Smarter. You can get all of that going. But what I want to show you is I'm going to click on phone and text, and I want you to notice this has a little 1 next to it. That means I have a text message and I need to check it. Also, when I have this tab open on my computer, I get a text message notification. It sounds like a ding, so I know to go check my Vizzlie, and that's really handy. You're also going to get an email notification that you received a text message. So your email, it will just say, Vizzlie, you received a new text message, and then you can log in. And what I noticed, there is a difference between the texting, and I'll click on it and I'll show you here on the desktop. And then I'll also show you my screen on my phone, how it does look a little bit different. It's nice to have it on the desktop because you do hear the ding notification, but it's nice on your phone too, because the new text messages will be up top like this. So a little bit of difference, but they're both still super handy. So I'm going to go ahead and click on phone and text. And you'll notice this is a text campaign. This is different. And this is how I used to do it, but they've since then updated their texting features and they're brilliant. So when you do this, you're going to be given a texting campaign number. This is included with any paid version of Vizzlie. So that's super handy. So this is your texting campaign number. And one thing you can do is you can forward this number to call your cell. So if you want to give out your number to people, but you don't want, did you just hear that? That was another text message. And you'll notice that now I have 2 texts. So again, what you can do is you can have this phone number be the one that you give people to text or to call. And if they call you, it will ring through on your phone number if you set up forwarding calls. If you want them to text you on this number, it will be in here. They don't have the capability yet to have the text numbers forwarded to your cell phone, but I'm expecting that to happen in the near future. So this is your texting campaign number. You can share this with your customers. If you're having a YouTube channel, you can share this and people will still be able to reach you. And this is basically your new business phone number. So again, these are different. Text campaigns are different than, I'm going to scroll down, than conversations. Conversations, people can write back to you. You can have a texting conversation. It's completely there to, talk to people. But these campaigns are different because if they text, let's say they text the word join, then they will be put into a campaign. So with this, let's click on join. You can set up a series of messages that will send out to them at a certain time. If they try to respond to this campaign, they won't be able to. It's just a campaign. Have you ever used like text the word save to whatever to get some 10% off on Children's Place or something? If you write them back and just you're trying to chat with them, it will give you an error that it can't send. A campaign can only be linked to other words. So if I said, respond with the word party and we'll get you set up for a party, then they would be put into the campaign party where I wanted. So if they texted the word party, then they would be set into this campaign. So all of the text messages that you see here would go out to them once they texted that word, but you can't have like a real one-on-one conversation. However, let's go back to phone and text on the left. When you scroll all the way down here, these are your conversations. You'll notice this is an entire separate area. And right here is where you're going to set up your call forwarding. So I just put my phone number in there. And so if somebody calls my business phone number, they are going to be receiving my voice on my cell phone. It rings in through my phone. Actually, here's an example earlier. Somebody called and it came right up on my phone. It was brilliant. So that works. But if they text you, it won't come up on your phone. Again, it will only come up in here. So here are some people that I have been texting. These are hostesses. These are teammates that I've been testing with. And it looks like Carrie has written back. So we're going to click on that. Notice that she and Jess are both bold. That means I have unread text messages from them. So I'll open that up. And here is our conversation. So we have had a back and forth conversation. It's just like a cell phone, except it does not yet forward to your cell phone, but it still works. Sounds like people keep texting me. And so that sound that you keep hearing is people texting my Vizzlie. And so I'll scroll up and notice that now I have 3 text messages, and it will just keep showing you what that looks like. Now that I have 3, let's go ahead and look at it on my phone. So here's the Vizzlie on the phone platform. This is just logging in. This is what it looks like when you log in. So you'll easily see that I have 3 new text conversations. It's right there. And when I click on it, the difference is they're right at the top. So it's not actually bold, it's just at the top. So if I click on Tina's, then you'll be able to see my conversation with Tina. And it's just a little bit different. So there they are, the text messages from her. It's just a little bit different than the dashboard on your PC because they aren't bold, but they are right there at the top so you don't have to scroll down. Just makes it really nice and easy. And I do show you how to do this in the training. You can either start a new conversation or you can import a contact list. But let's say you start a new conversation and you put all of your hostesses in here one by one. Typically that won't take too long. You don't normally have more than 10 hostesses, so it isn't too hard. You just put their first name, last name, and phone number. I tag them that they are hosting, I confirm, and then I create. One thing that's nice is you can bulk activities. So you can add all of these hostesses in to the same campaign at the same time. So you don't have to do it individually. I do talk about how to do this in that training video. But of course, you could always just select them, go down, and load a template from here to put them into a host coaching. You can do that individually. So it's whatever works best for you. Probably depends on how many hostesses you have and if you're doing a mega party versus individual parties. But hopefully this helps you. Please let me know if you have any questions. And I am excited about this new feature because it's going to make our lives so much easier. Have a great day.